Hi, if you want to see how I created this look, then please keep on watching. So first I'm going to go ahead and take my NYX concealer, and I like to use that as an eyeshadow base. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that with my brush, and then I will be blending it out using my Real Techniques beauty sponge. And then to set that, I'm going to go ahead and use my MAC Studio Fix powder, and I'm in the shade NC35. And I'm just going to apply a little bit onto my eyelids to, just lock everything in place. Then I'm going to go in with my Olay moisturizer. It is currently one of my favorite moisturizers at the moment. It tends to work well with my skin because I do have oily skin, especially during the summertime. And this moisturizer just works really well for me. I'm just going to apply it all over. Then going in with my favorite palette, this is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take the shade Raw Sienna, and I'm going to go ahead and basically put that all over to my crease area. And I'm just going to go ahead and do like windshield wiper motions. This shade is so beautiful. It's one of my favorite shades ever in this palette, and it just blends so well, and the color is beyond gorgeous. Now this part doesn't have to be perfect because I am going to go in with another shade on top of that in just a moment. But as you can see, I'm just, going back and forth with a fluffy brush. Alright, now taking the shade that's right next to it, that's the shade Burnt Orange. It is like a pretty orangey shade, and I'm just going to put that on top of Raw Sienna. That way it gives it more of a, denser look. It just brings out the color just a little bit more. The two shades together, they're just perfect. And then I'm going to take the shade Antique Bronze. Now that shade is like a brownish shade that has a little bit of specks of gold. It's really hard to describe, but it's really pretty. And I'm just going to put that onto my lid using a flat shader brush. And that brush is from the brand Vintage, and I will leave the name down below. Alright, so taking my Smashbox primer, just going to go ahead and apply that onto my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, basically all over. And then I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I'm in the shade Nude Beige. To be honest, I'm still debating if I like the foundation or not. It is a light to, or medium to full coverage, and it's buildable. And it's very easy to blend. Now the reason why I say I'm still iffy about it is because I do have oily skin, and I tend to get very oily using that foundation. I'm going to go in using my Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. It's one of my favorite concealers. It really helps brighten up my under eye area. The only thing that I could say is that it's kind of hard to blend because it is fast drying. So if you do plan on getting this concealer, just know that it is fast drying, so you kind of have to work a little fast. But other than that, it does do its job. It does work pretty well. And then I'm just going to go in using my Real Techniques beauty sponge to blend out that concealer. Tried something a little different today, and I put a little bit of concealer on my smile line. Probably not the best idea using that concealer because it is fast drying, but it eventually works out. Then going in with my Airspun Extra Coverage powder. I'm just going to apply that underneath my eye or wherever I place the concealer at. And just let it bake for about a minute or so. So I'm just going to go ahead and dust that off now. And then to set the rest of the face, I'm going to go back in using the MAC Studio Fix powder and apply that all over the areas where I didn't put the airspun at. That way it locks my foundation in place. Then going in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin contour palette, I'm going to take that lighter brown shade there, and I'm going to take a blush brush, and I basically going to put that all over my cheeks to give me more of a bronzier look and to give, you know, my face more color, because I did look a little pale, but this is definitely going to help it out. Just applying a little bit onto my forehead to warm up that area as well. And blend. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take an eyeshadow brush. It's a clean one, and I'm just gonna apply both of those shades together, and I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose. Contouring your nose will help your nose look a little bit slimmer. I do have a wider nose, so I tend to contour my nose quite often. And then, as you can see, I applied a little too much, so I'm gonna go ahead and just blend the heck out of that side. Then I'm gonna take that banana shade in that palette and put that onto the bridge of my nose, and that definitely helps make it look a lot slimmer. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take the Makeup Revolution blush. That's in the shade Nude, and I purchased this at Ulta a while ago, but it's one of my favorite blushes because I just like the pigmentation of that blush. It's like a dusty rose pink color, and it's very like light. It's not very heavy, if that makes any sense. I'm not really a blush person, but I love the hint of color it gives, you know, my skin. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it's only like $5 at Ulta. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use the Becca Cosmetics highlighter. That's in the shade Prosecco Pop. Just gonna apply a little bit of Max Fix Plus. That way it makes the highlighter more poppin'. As you can see the difference already. Then putting some on the center of my nose, my cupid's bow, a little bit on my forehead, and just setting the whole face with the Max Fix Plus again. Now going in with my Wet n Wild Mega Eyeliner. It's one of my favorite eyeliners ever. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a wing liner. This liner is very helpful because the tip is very like slim, so it helps you get into those areas and helps you, you know, perfect the sharper look. Now till this day I still have troubles using or doing the eyeliner or a wing eyeliner, but it helps out a lot with the certain liner that you use, and this one tends to help me the most. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Warm Taupe, and I'm going to use that shade to put underneath my waterline. I'm going to go ahead and apply some onto the other side. I absolutely like that shade a lot. I don't know why I have not been using that. I'm going to be using it more often now. I'm going to go ahead and take the Butter London mascara That's the double decker one, and I love the way that it makes my lashes look. It lengthens them and it gives it like a fuller look. It works really well. Just gonna apply a little bit onto my lower lash. And then using the Maybelline gel eyeliner, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of that onto my waterline. Alright, so taking my number 117 lashes, these are one of my favorite lashes that I get at my local beauty store. They do not have like a sort of name, but I like to use it because they're very lightweight and very easy to apply. And then I'm going to take my Rimmel London lip liner in the shade Tiramisu. Just going to use that to go ahead and line my lips. Now I do like to overline it just a little bit because I do have thinner lips. I have been using this exact shade for years now and I still love it to this day. So to top that off, I'm going to go ahead and use the Milani Lip Gloss. And I will make sure to leave the name down below because I do not have it in front of me at the moment. But the two shades together just work so well. I love it. So that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this everyday glam with me. If you did like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit that red subscribe button. And thank you guys again so much for watching this video. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!